What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Paul Goes Outdoors. It's your buddy Paul and my little buddy Bass. Already out here on the lake. We're fishing in front of a storm. I'm sitting on my rock, making sure this old wiggly snake is not around here anywhere. About 2 casts out. Ba-boom! Got my little buddy here. Let me get him back. There you go, bud. Let's get after it. Man, got that dude off the crappie crusher, Mr. Crappie Crusher. I think that was my second cast. And as I was coming in with my first cast, I had a fish strike at it right here at the bank. So I was actually just tossing back out to that one, past that spot, to see about catching that dude, because it looked like some kind of sunfish or bluegill or something like that. So that was pretty cool. And on my way back in, Mr. Bass decided he wanted that bait instead. So we're over here on like I said, on my rock. I got Crappie Crusher, got the Hank Parker with me, and I've got the Shakespeare Agility rigged up with a wacky rig. Right now, we got a wind. It feels like it's kind of blowing across our face, but sort of into our face, so that could be a thing. But the flags they're blowing, but they're not straight out. They're just kind of in the wind. And that's one of those things that you should keep an eye out for when you're bank fishing, if you can. If they're anywhere like in a park or anywhere and there's flags, that way you know which way the wind's going, because that can play a big part in how well you can cast and sometimes where the fish might be. Because with the wind that blowing across the water, sometimes it creates a current, and that can make the fish go with the current. Ooh. Plus, since I was throwing that way, my bait ended up over there, kind of over there. I can tell you that it can make this difficult to throw lightweight bait or jig heads, but that's okay. And also, it can affect the way your reel and rod work, because if the wind's blowing straight into your face, sometimes it'll blow slack into your line. So you just gotta, I always try to keep a little bit of tension when I'm jigging. And I'm gonna have to say in advance, when I'm sitting down and I'm kind of hunched over with in my fishing position. That's what I like to call it, the fishing position, where I'm just kind of relaxed. My beard will get into the camera because my goatee, I went and, you guys saw where I got a haircut and shave and all that. Now my goatee's done got long again and blowing down into my camera again. That was one of the reasons I kind of got it cut to begin with, to kind of eliminate some of that. But like I said, I got here a little while ago, parked the van, walked over to that grassy spot, and cast around a little bit. There was a big ginormous fish over there, but for whatever reason I couldn't throw my bait at it, because, well, it's just, I don't know what it is about me in that corner over there, big fish, because I seen it over swirling around in the water and rolling over and fishing or laying on the top. Look, a little more dillweed. I think that's milfoil grass and some swamp snot grass combined on that one. But anywho, So I gave up fishing for that one. So now we're over here on the rock, just chilling. We ain't got but just, oh, something got after us. Ain't got but just a few hours. It's clouded up. We're fixing to get a big storm coming through. But I always like fishing in front of them storms, man. They always seem to get the fish a little bit more active. So right now I got a little orange Bobby Garland swim braid on there, 16th ounce jig head. On the Mr. Crappie Crusher, which I just did a review for this. Are we already on something? My goodness, we are. We got a fish. Oh, what do we got here, man? That must have hit that fish right in the mouth. Got another little bass. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at that. All right, bass, hang on. Let me get you loose. Oh. No, that's a little tiny one. Little tiny bass. Picture time. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. I didn't feel him hit. All I know is as soon as my bait hit the water and I started trying to bring it, jig it and bring it back, he was done caught. Hit him in the mouth. You know what I mean? Just hit him in the mouth. Woo! There you go, Mr. Fish. Thank you very much. Man, what do we got going on here? Snot grass done tangled everything up. Clean the bait off a little bit. This is the guy that's doing the business right now. Little orange swimming jig. Matter of fact, kind of an orange and chartreuse color. So let's toss it again. That might have been that same fish that hit us a while ago. Anyway, let's do it again. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Not in my book, anyway. It's always fun to catch a fish. That's 2 bass today already on the micro stuff. But I fished around around that grassy stuff over there in the corner for a little bit, and I didn't even get a bite or a nibble or nothing. All I could do was watch that big fish roll around, and every time I tried to throw in his general direction, just backlashed the piss out of my rod or my reel. So I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if that's like deer, buck fever, that bass fever or fish fever or something like that. It's got to be about the same thing. I just hit the camera with my arm because I feel like I was having to something get on my arm. Got up this morning. This is my first day off since the weekend. Well, Saturday and Sunday, because Friday I had to work on the plumbing issue. Well, we got out there this morning having to work on it again because we ain't got no water pressure. We got water, we just don't have no pressure. So I got out there fiddling with it, and we had a small leak right there next to it, and fixed that, and still not enough water pressure. So I'm not real sure what's going on with that dude. So anyway, that's what I was doing this morning, trying to do all that before the storms came, and then I checked the weather again, and Looks like a storm. Oh, look, there's our snake friend. He's looking right at me. Looky there. Yes, Mr. Snake. Yeah, climb back in that hole. Get out of here. Good Lord. This must be the snake's home. He's right there under that rock. There he goes. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. He's up in them rocks. Good Lord. This must be the snake's home. He must have a den right here somewhere. That means he's going to have other snakes around here at some point. Also means he's probably bugging the fish. But yeah, he spotted me way before I spotted him, so if he'd have wanted me, he could have had me. I hate that. There's a snake, because I'm definitely afraid of snakes. They bother me. I'm scared. But I'm also kind of aggravated with all this stupid milfoy. I think that's what this is. Milfoy grass. Look, it looks like this. It don't look like snodgrass. It looks like it's weedy. I called it dillweed the other day, but I think this is just milfoy grass. And it's getting worse than the snodgrass, because I can keep out of the snodgrass just a little. I don't know how tall this milfoy grass looking stuff is getting, but it's got to be high, because I'm pretty sure I'm staying mostly the top of the water column. I'm not really fishing off the bottom or anything where I know the snodgrass lives. This is one of those days you can just come out here in a t-shirt. Well, I wear jeans because I like to wear jeans when I fish. It's just one of those things. But you can actually come out here in a t-shirt and shorts if you wanted to and be very comfortable. The sun's not beating down. I'm not afraid I'm going to come out here and get all burned up or none of that. So I think, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this mess. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Don't hook me. Alright, I'm going to sit back down because I don't know where that snake went, but hopefully he done went yonder way somehow. Oh, fell about caught his ass the other day out here. They went to pop my pole in front of him and actually picked his ass up with it. I think that I was videoing at the time, but you didn't see the snake. All you heard was, "Holy hell! I think I caught I don't want to catch the snake." Because I literally had caught him for just a second. He got off though, thank goodness. We're going to have to keep an eye out for him though, because I don't know. Like I said the other day, I got him on film. You've seen him. Video. I got him on video. You saw him in the water the other day, or you will have by the time this one comes out. And, well, let's just see. He ain't a small snake. He ain't short. He's kind of long. He don't look like a copperhead to me, because copperheads look very different. He's like a brown, rusty brown, which is, I know that copperheads are brown, but he's got rings around him and not like the patches. So I don't know, but he didn't seem too obscure to me. So that's what I don't like. I want him to like go away. Just see me and leave. It's that simple. Because if you don't mess with me, I definitely ain't messing with you. I'm going to go over and try to catch you out from under a rock or try to pick you up or none of that. I really didn't want to try to catch you with my rod the other day. That was a complete accident because you're stubborn and wouldn't run away. Yeah, that felt like something. That's one of the things about this here crappie crusher guy. He is sometimes deceptively flimsy. And it'll be banging back and forth, and I feel like I got a bite when I don't. Well, it feels like the wind's hitting me right in the face. So that's going to make the audio for the video so much better to listen to. One of the things about these little rigs like this crappie crusher, they're so fun when you do catch and get hooked into something. Because it feels like whatever you got is just fighting the dog out of you. Alright, we're back. I forgot to turn the camera on. So now we're probably at the bottom of the lake. Oh, goodness. There's my snake friend. He may be a copperhead. He's got that look. Y'all see him swimming across the water there? Right there in front of me. All I know is if you just keep on going that way, I ain't gonna bother you, snake. Thing I don't like about snakes, they sneak up on you so much easier than you're ready for. My goodness. My goodness, it's the grass. I can just hopefully sling that off in the water. That don't look like a copperhead though. I've seen copperheads. He just looks that way in the water to me. I don't know. But as long as he don't mess with me, I surely will not mess with him. But I do not want to give this spot up, snake. This is my favorite fishing spot. This is my happy place. This is where I like to go and relax and catch fish or just look at the water. So, knock it off. Oh, something hit. Oh, we got him. Got him. What do we got? Another little bass. Another little bass. Hang on there, fish. Hang on. Well, you didn't go nowhere. You're still hooked. There we go. Got you now. Looky there. Nice looking little bass. You're particularly slimy. Nice fish. Picture time. Alright, cool. Let's let this guy go. He is weirdly slimy though. Like scales coming off or something. Thank you for playing. Oh. You know what? I haven't sent my wife any pictures or text messages or nothing since I've been doing this. I done caught 3 fish. So let's do that. Bring you back. All right, guys, that's it for the video today. After I signed off from the last part of the video, I tried to call my wife, and for whatever reason I couldn't get her to answer the phone for a minute. And then I talked to my mom. She's on the other end of the state right now, visiting my sister, and I hadn't talked to her in a long while, so I talked to her for a good long while. And then my wife finally called me back, and I talked to her pretty much all the way from then until I got home. But there was a storm that blew up. It started thundering and everything, so it really wasn't, I didn't feel like it was safe to be, close to the water at that point. I don't mind fishing in the rain, and you guys know that, but when it starts thundering and lightning, I don't want to be on the water. And then, but before I left, it hadn't even started raining yet. I don't know what happened, but I could hear a bunch of yelling and crazy sounding stuff going on across the lake. And then people started running and all kinds of stuff, and I didn't know what was going on. And so I thought it might be in my best interest to get back to the van and see what was going on, if nothing else. And by the time I got back to her, I was parked. There were police in the parking lot and all that. And somebody told me that there'd been some kind of domestic violence thing going on. I don't know. I've never seen that around the park where I go fishing. That's new. I hope it's not something that continues to happen, because I like fishing there and I like making videos there. So anyway, that was just weird, just an odd thing. So hopefully that's just one of those odd things and we don't run into that no more. But again, that's it for the video. Make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get all the videos and the shorts. Jump over to Instagram and Facebook and follow me over there at Paul Goes Outdoors. And that's it. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this, and keep getting after it. We'll see y'all later.